The globalists aren't going away. They know culturally they've already lost. They know the movements worldwide, it's over, unless they can start a nuclear war. That's their great reset now. Well, there's going to be COVID lockdowns and endless virus lockdowns, but that failed, blew up in their face. So they went from what they've said, we'll use a virus to take over. If that fails, I remember Von Rompuy threatening countries trying to leave the EU 20 years ago. The head of the unelected EU Commission saying if France tries to leave or Germany tries to leave, there'll just be a new world war with Russia. You're like, what's Russia have to do with that? They'll start a war with Russia. That's what it means. And so the Russians know this is existential. They understand what's going on. And it's not like the Russians are the neighborhood wimps. They lost 27 million people, a third of their population in World War II. The Nazis conscripted most of Europe to fight them. But their most prized were the Western Ukrainians. And their grandchildren and great-grandchildren are fighting the Russians with German modern Panzer tanks and missiles. And the Russians have said, Putin has said, all right, we don't want this. Let's start killing. And they just, after these attacks trying to kill Putin last week and the rest of it, announced they went up on their DEFCON to the next to last level. Their submarines, they've now announced, they didn't like to do it because they have to wait for the targets. But they've already got the targets pre-programmed, but they were given their target selection. And now the submarines are on the bottom, as deep as they can go, in case there's a preemptive strike. And they've got everything turned off, their engines turned off, no sound. And they're just waiting for the order to service and dump their payloads on us. And on average, in 3 minutes after launch, your city is vaporized by a giant cluster of hydrogen bombs detonating at 2,000 feet. We couldn't pick a group of more dangerous people to be fucking with.